Hey, everyone.
Channeling in my soul.
Something, Cody Rhodes. Welcome to the We Like Wrestling podcast.
Jesus, it's everywhere, man. I can't get away from that fucking song.
Yeah, I've been hearing it a lot.
I don't want to hear it. I only want to hear it once on Sunday.
So, Ringside released photos of new figures coming out, and it's Cody everywhere.
Oh my god, who cares?
Cody Ultimate
Cody,
Edition.
Hulk Hogan's, Cena's. Who gives a shit?
Cody
Rey Mysterio's.
Basics. Cody defining moments with the torn bicep.
Yep, defining moments. Line is back.
Stardust
Yeah,
Elite.
you know they brought those back, yeah.
Jesus Christ, yeah.
It didn't say where the Stardust Elite is going to be. I assume a Legends line, but he comes with a ladder.
Comes with a polka dot ladder.
Yeah, it's from. It's either from the tag. They have a TLC, tag team TLC where he did that, or it's the Intercontinental ladder match.
Yeah,
that he had that.
one or the other, yeah.
Or he might have been in Money in the Bank under Stardust too. So I don't know.
WrestleMania weekend.
Blech.
Also, every other wrestling promotion. We got Ring of Honor, SmackDown, and Hall of Fame on Friday. Saturday, we got Stand and Deliver and Mania Night 1. Sunday is Night 2 of Mania. And then the Raw after Mania is always special.
Yeah.
Is there going to be a major debut?
I mean, either debut or a comeback. There's a lot of names out there. There's Big E. There's Randy Orton. There's Riddle. Then you've got Aldis. You've got Jay White and Matt Cardona. Maybe all six.
Or you can always have a call up, like Grayson Waller or something comes up.
I think if Hayes loses. No, not Hayes. I'm sorry.
Breaker.
No, not Breaker.
Wesley.
Wesley.
I've been seeing a lot of like fan theories saying that because they're so high on Carmelo Hayes, they're gonna put him in the Hurt Business, the new Hurt Business, with Almas and maybe Seth again, and then somebody else. But
That's Shelton. It would have to be Shelton.
well, they said the new Hurt Business. I don't
So yeah,
know.
it's just not BobbyLashley. That's the new.
So
But-
no MVP then?
Well, MVP,
yeah.
yeah.
MVP is with Omos.
Because Carmelo can talk, he doesn't really need MVP. I mean,
Carmelo was good. Mello is money.
Carmelo could be the leader.
well, Carmelo has that guy with him, doesn't he? Have a, what's his name? Trick Williams or whatever, or Trip Williams, or
Oh, is that where that guy is? I don't know. I keep seeing cards of him. I don't know who the fuck it is.
That's his heavy.
Um,
I think
So-
Cameron Grimes hasn't been on in a long time.
I saw a picture of him. He's been working out a lot.
Oh, yeah, I think he's due to be coming up.
So they did not. So they're having the Andre Battle Royal, right?
Yeah,
On
it's
SmackDown?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, it's on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Fuck it. Who cares?
And
So
Bobby
it's not a
Lashley's in
WrestleMania
it.
match. It's not a WrestleMania match then, right?
No,
Okay. So
Bobby Lashley's in
stupid.
it, so that's what, you know.
Thanks for the fucking legacy of Andre.
Well, even the ones before that, it was a pre-show thing, and it was like,
It's still at least at WrestleMania.
and then you have like Baron Corbin win it and Mojo.
Matt Hardy,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Cesaro. Everybody wins isn't there anymore.
Big Show.
Braun and Big Show won. They're
Yeah.
big, but so last week we did the best, in our opinions, the best Mania match from each event. This week we're going to do the worst.
I added my own stip that I wasn't going to do like seconds matches, you know, like the
Oh.
Bolsheviks or the Atom Bomb.
Well, those are in my.
Like Bundy and ST Jones.
and
that was
also
like 9
the-
seconds.
The matches that aren't wrestling matches, like the sumo match. Because I have that Mania.
So the boxing match for WrestleMania
boxing
2
match,
that I
yeah.
have.
Oh. I made that my own thing. That's just for me. Because I had so many that had fucking could have done just their 46-second matches, shit like that.
I had one of those.
So I
6
was like,
seconds.
I'm not gonna do it. It's too easy. Too easy to say that's the worst.
Yeah, well, I was trying to avoid that, but then I looked at the other matches and I'm like, like that really is just the worst.
I don't have any of those either. I tried to skip them.
I for the most part did too, but I do have some on mine just because.
There is
You
one
can't
match. My
avoid
first
it.
match is a bit of a gimmick match. It still was a wrestling match technically, but it was a body slam match. For WrestleMania 1, I have the fucking Andre stud.
$15,000.
Fucking who
Body
cares?
slam challenge.
Stupid. I don't know. It's just that shit doesn't do it for me. I mean, nothing at WrestleMania 1 does it for me, to be honest. Ricky Steamboat, best thing on the card.
So I have WrestleMania 2. I have Jake Roberts versus George Wells.
What?
Yep.
Who?
Exactly.
Where?
I don't know which one of the venues that was, but George Wells was a jobber. He's a preliminary guy. Didn't belong on
A
Mania.
job guy like that on Mania?
Yep.
Yeah.
It was like a 3-minute match. So it
Mania,
wasn't,
and that Mania doesn't have a lot
it's
in it.
It's a squash.
They
Imagine if
could've
that's what you got
easily-
to see live. That
Yeah,
match.
I was gonna say that you could have easily made that like, I don't know, Tito or something.
That's Jake's debut on Mania. But it's terrible. That didn't belong on Mania.
Is he still wearing like the baggy pants? Do you know?
I don't remember.
It's like wearing sweatpants.
But he only debuted, I think, like a month or two before. So
No, Undertaker's debut was against Snuka.
I had WrestleMania 3, and I went with Bundy and Hillbilly and the Midgets. That was just
Terrible. Terrible match. You know, we really could have any of these that had, unfortunately, any of the women's matches back then too were just terrible. Nobody was paying attention to them. They weren't worth a damn. They weren't good wrestlers. No, none of them. Not at least by today's standards. No, none of them had story. Maybe the Wendy Richter one, just because they had Cyndi Lauper.
And I was gonna go and pick a couple of them, but I tried to avoid it because they.
I got one.
So for 4, I had Warrior and Hercules.
Oh, look at you with your fancy ass tablet.
Yeah. I didn't know.
Well, you know, he's the host. He's got to go big.
Yeah.
I didn't see it, but I'm just based off of that card. I'm assuming. I know how Warrior worked, and I know Hercules, and it was just
Hercules wasn't terrible.
first one to a wrestling hold wins.
Yeah. Hercules wasn't terrible, but he never was supposed to be.
He served a purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
He
made guys that, because he's super strong, so you could finally work up to outstrength him. That's all it was.
He was kind of the, if you're on the way up, he's the guy you beat
Yeah.
before you get to the final boss kind of guy.
He was like your lower guy in the Heenan family, like one of your.
And he was good for tossing guys like Coco Beware around. But yeah, he never really, he a role player.
yeah. So 5.
4.
No, I just
I
did
just had
4.
Oh, you just did 4. Bad News Brown and Hacksaw. That goes to a fucking brawl to the outside finish. They didn't do
Forgot
shit.
about that. Yeah.
Look at a lot of hacksaws. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah.
lose.
It's all brawl. He doesn't lose. It's all
He
brawl
doesn't
to the
lose
outside.
clean.
Brawl to the outside. He's probably got the best fucking record for not
He doesn't
losing.
lose. Look at all the pay-per-view matches. He doesn't lose
Yeah.
clean.
Probably in his contract.
He's DQ'd with his 2x4 or countouts or. WrestleMania 6, I have Boss Man versus Akeem. It's under 2 minutes.
I don't even remember it.
Exactly.
The Twin Towers explode.
Yeah, Boss Man's the face at this point. It's a glorified squash, basically.
That was.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I didn't touch it. I'm gonna let that one go.
That's not the same as. Oh no, it's not. Mega Powers explode is 5. Well, then it's next year.
That would be me. I had Earthquake and Greg Valentine.
Are we up? Are we rolling?
Oh, we're rolling.
Okay. I didn't get a sign. I didn't get a signal. Hey, there's a dog. What'd you say? Earthquake and Valentine.
Yeah,
I don't remember that match
This is
either.
Shit. I don't remember that.
Yeah, it was a.
I've watched 7 a
Squash.
lot.
Valentine was the face?
Yeah, that was when he had gotten like kicked
I don't
out
remember
of
him.
Jimmy Hart's group.
I don't even remember that.
Yeah.
Was that like another minute match? No,
It was like 4 minutes or
Earthquake
something
had
like
a
that.
lot
It
of
was,
short-
it
So
wasn't very
7
long.
Yeah. So Earthquake's about to. Because he made his debut squashing Hogan, right?
Well, no, Warrior. Because it was a push-up challenge with Dino Bravo.
Oh, okay.
They picked a big guy out of the crowd, and
Okay. I thought it was Hogan, but you're probably right.
For
Dude, we're just blowing through these because they all suck and nobody wants to talk
Yeah.
about them. To be honest.
We can't remember because they're so bad.
Just don't give a shit. Yeah.
for 8, I went and picked Hogan and Sid because
It's not a good match. It's not a bad match either. It's just a boring match.
That card isn't that good. I mean, is 8 that good?
I don't know. I didn't look at it.
Talked
was
about
on
it
my
last
list.
time.
I was debating between this and another match, but I was never a fan of Hogan, and I didn't like Sid. The only time
I said, as a
liked-
wrestling fan, it's crazy that I probably wouldn't put Hogan in a top 20. You know who else I probably wouldn't put in a top 20? Austin or Rock.
they were more promo than anything.
They're not going to make... I don't think
Austin
any
was
three
a
of them-
brawler.
I don't think any 3 of them are making my top 20. And they're 3 of the biggest names of all time.
If you mean wrestler as in worker, no.
Well, pro
But if
wrestler.
you mean-
Pro wrestler, you have to be everything.
yeah.
Because you can't just be...
Wrestler as in put asses
You can't
in seats.
just be looks,
They are.
because we've seen guys that are just looks. Can't just be technical skills, because we've seen guys that fall too. Can't just be talking, because that fails too. You got to have at least 2. Best if you have 3.
And most people forget The Rock was only a full-time character for like 5 years.
You know who was a great worker, a great promo, and a great look? Sid. Because everything he said was real. You could tell, because he would just fuck up.
I have the brain that you.
Yeah.
Hey, let's start over. No, we're live, pal.
What are we on?
9.
Uh-oh, I skipped 9.
The best one.
You skipped 9.
I did.
The whole card
How
sucks.
the
I
fuck
couldn't
did I
pick
skip
one.
9?
We'll look it up quick. 9.
It's Gonzalez and
Taker?
Taker. Yeah, it's got to be. I don't
I mean,
need a
he
list.
talked about it last week.
Yeah, I don't
so-
need a list for it, I guess.
Well, maybe
let
that's
me
why.
hold on. Let me just think. Although I hate to put him on this list. But Luger in Perfect wasn't very good either. Just because it's Perfect is still hurt. Like, he's not fully capable of what Perfect is. And Luger is brand new. He's shit.
Just said, isn't that when he came with like the flag jacket?
No. He's the Narcissus.
The funny part about that is like when they used to wrestle like
And he pulled the tabs over.
Shit.
Yeah. No, so in like 1990, Luger was big. Luger was getting up there. He in 91 too. He had been in the Horsemen. He had worked on stuff with Sting, and then 92 he went away and he got signed by Vince. But he didn't get signed as a wrestler. He got signed for the World Bodybuilding League, something like that. Federation.
WBF, yeah.
But then he got into a motorcycle accident, and that's how he has a steel plate in his arm came about. But so
he couldn't
by the
work.
time he had recovered from that, the WBF was gone. It only lasted months, which I want to find footage of that shit.
Which I think that was only.
Stridham, wow.
I think that was only made so that they could sell that Ico Pro shit.
I think it was made so Vince McMahon had something to watch late nights in his hotel room.
Well,
Or to
that
cover
too.
up the steroids.
Bodybuilding actually does have steroids.
Looking
They're
at him
allowed
oiling
to.
himself up that vascularity.
But yeah, so then he came in as the Narcissus.
He was surrounded by mirrors.
Yeah. So he's supposed to be like a Greek god. That's the point of it. Narcissus. He's a Greek god. He's built like a Greek god, you know. And at first it was good. I think Bobby Heenan was good at the Royal Rumble, putting him over. Then he left Bobby Heenan. And it's like now he's just got women around him, and they're like they fucking do the sparkler things with the mirrors, which is stupid.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like the gimmick, but yeah, that match is shit. It's not Perfect's best match, and all it is to set up an angle for Perfect and Shawn for Survivor Series, SummerSlam.
Yeah, because Perfect chased him out, and then Shawn
So like the
jumped him in
horse,
the back.
so like a horse stable or something. Yeah, so there you go. I don't. I've watched that Mania enough. I don't need to write it down.
I WrestleMania 10, and we were talking about the women. I got a whole bunch of.
Leilani Kai and
I have
Alundra
Alundra
Blaze.
Blaze and Leilani Kai.
It's very bad.
Leilani Kai was at like the first Mania, so by this point she's past her prime.
And fucking King is going off about her looks. Oh, she's so beautiful.
Yeah, she's like 50.
No, she is not.
She had like come out of retirement for this match because Alundra Blaze had no one to work
And
with.
her fucking 1950s Hawaii music.
Alundra Blaze is better than she had
This
nothing
is
to
like
work
her
with.
first match.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, in general, she was not bad, but she had nothing to work with back then.
She wrestled in Japan, but she had never wrestled in WCW except for the match against Paul Heyman and Paulie Dangerously. But yeah, she was just Rude's valet. So, and then they did the promo with the, I am a man, man, man. You are a woman, woman, woman. And that's when she heel kicks Paulie. It's good,
she's
good promo.
Pretty much only most famous for dropping the belt in the trash. That's kind of her.
That sucks. She did have good matches.
Her and Bull Nakano had a good
I got one for you. Look it up. I think it's on Raw or maybe like a Superstars. Heidi Lee Morgan. You're going to laugh. Heidi Lee Morgan versus Alundra Blaze. It's a really good match. It's a really good women's match, especially for that time.
Yeah, I know
Why
what you're
this Heidi
talking
Lee
about.
Morgan lady didn't get over? She should have been. She should have. That should.
Joe, your turn.
Or number 11.
Yeah.
I had Luger and Bulldog versus the Blue Brothers. It was I like that. It was,
Oh
it was
yeah,
an
it's opening match.
Yeah.
Probably
Oh, my
one of
God.
the worst opening matches of Mania of all
Yeah.
time.
12, I have Huckster and Nacho Man.
That's a pre-show. Pre-show.
It was listed on the
Pre-show. Pre-show. That's on Sunday Night Heat. That's a Sunday Night Heat match.
card. It said it was on the card.
It's on the free-for-all.
Well,
So if it's free-for-all, it ain't
depending
Mania.
on the source you looked at, they sometimes they have it listed.
Wikipedia puts a P next to it
Yeah.
for pre-show.
Yeah.
So you gotta look at that.
All right, let me find another one.
Or a D for dark match.
Yeah.
Because I think that was one of the ones.
But I could tell you WrestleMania 12. That's not. Is that Sultan and Rocky?
Yes, I believe that was.
Or is that
his
13?
debut.
No, that's 13. That's 13. Oh, fucking Warrior and Hunter.
Oh, he no sold the pedigree.
That was going to be my other one.
No selling pedigree.
I was also going to think about
Sean and Brett. It's long, man. It's hard to watch. Have you watched it?
yeah.
Have you gone back and actually sat and watched it? More power to you, because I can't.
Yeah, probably
There's a lot of
Warrior
rest
and
holds,
Hunter.
But, I
then.
mean, you got to go a whole hour, so.
Yeah, it's Warrior.
But if you actually look back on like some of the, like Flair and Steamboat's, a lot of that too.
Chances are, if Warrior is in a match, I don't like it unless Macho's in it.
Yeah, that's about right.
You're only as good as their dance partner,
Yep.
they say. So.
For 13, it's Ahmed Johnson and LOD versus the Nation of Domination in a street
God,
fight.
I forgot
where it
about
ends
that.
by them hanging a black man. Perfect.
Oh,
Wonderful.
wow.
The internet community is giving shit to XPW about sticking a needle in some dude's dick, and that's fucking gross. But don't forget that WWE has hung multiple people. They've crucified multiple people. Well, maybe just one. It's a symbol, and
ECW was
they've
crucifixion.
burned people. They've tried to explode someone in a car. They've ran people over with cars for The Rock.
They've had women strip.
They had women stripped to keep their job.
Sex celebrations.
Dragged a coffin
So
down
I
the
don't
street.
think needle in the dick is the worst thing that's happening in wrestling.
Yeah.
Maybe like gross looking, but immorally.
They
I think-
choppy some
Yeah,
SPP.
that's right. Yeah,
Big Show got no daddy.
yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. They drug some guy in a fucking. They raped a dead woman, Katie Vick.
Katie Vick. Yeah.
They
Hunter drugged Stephanie.
Hunter drugged-
Married her.
Yep.
They had Tori Wilson's dad die of a heart attack because he had too much sex.
I think we just changed this episode to the worst shit WWE has ever fucking done.
Worse shit than XPW, right?
Yeah. So like I get it. It is gross.
Yeah.
But they do that is an R-rated show. It is they tell you it is an adult show. It is an adult professional wrestling show.
So if you take your
So
kids and stuff,
that is
that's on
your
you.
fault if you take them. That's like taking them to a fucking R-rated movie and seeing tits and now you got to explain to them shit. That's on you, not on them.
See, I want to go to deathmatch, but I don't know if I'd go to like XPW.
I'm not going to XPW.
That's just
Well,
seems like too
I have other moral obligations. Like that's not the worst thing they even did this weekend.
really.
Well, they brought in G Raver, who is sexual molestation charges, and we have Drake Younger, who's made racist comments in the past, and doesn't apologize for it. He doesn't give a shit. So stand by what I say. So those are worse than the fucking dick shit. So fuck XPW, but not for that.
Jeez.
14.
14, I have the Tag Team Battle Royal.
Can you explain who's in it?
Yeah.
Let me look it up first.
Yes.
Was it like Headbangers, Godwins?
It was
No, I'm too early. I'm too early for that.
Oddities.
it was won by LOD 2000.
Oh, that okay, yeah. Oh, that might be Godwin's Headbangers.
It was
fuck. Oh, I know who's in there.
for them one contenders.
Wait. I know one of the teams
Oh,
that
those are-
is Bombastic Bart and Bodacious Bob.
That was the last
knew-
ones they eliminated to win.
That's why I remember it.
Midnight Express.
All 4 Los Boricuas, the Truth Commission, Recon and Sniper, Bradshaw and Chains, Mark Henry.
Is one of
D'Lo
them
Brown.
to Bull Buchanan? Which one was he? He was Recon, I think.
Yeah,
Yes.
one of them. Yeah. Farouk and Kama, the Quebecers, the Rock and Roll Express, who I didn't even know had a Mania match.
Yeah.
The Headbangers, Too Much, Disciples of
Do
Apocalypse.
you know who Too Much is?
Too cool before
It's
they
too
were-
cool,
Yeah,
yeah.
really changed their name. Yeah. Steve Blackman and Flash Funk. What?
Or they? Is that the Job Squad? Are they?
Oh,
Are we
were
in
they?
Job Squad?
It just says
territory
Steve
yet?
Blackman and
No,
Flash
Job
Funk.
Squad's like 99.
Was Flash Funk in Job Squad?
Yeah.
I think so.
And
It was,
Yeah.
but Blackman wasn't.
And the Godwins.
It was Gilberg.
Al Snow.
Al Snow.
Yeah.
Hardcore Holly. Bob Holly at the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Gilberg. Yeah,
Said Gilbert, yeah.
But there's some awful tag teams.
Yeah, that opened, right? That was
Yes.
all that was to get because everybody's just goes in the ring and then the open with Sonny bringing out the LOD 2000. That's all it was for.
It's a battle royal, so yeah. It was only 8 minutes to get
Yeah,
like 40 guys.
Everybody out the pool right away.
That's everybody on the card. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was to get LOD over, basically.
Yeah.
15.
Sable and Tori. Ugh. That was awful.
It's a shame because
Thus starts the terrible women matches.
it's come a long way, but it was awful for
Really
a long
has.
time.
Although this year,
were-
I'm not too. I don't know. There's nothing about Asuka and Bianca that excites me. Charlotte and Ray, I think is going to be good, but I don't think Bianca and Asuka. I don't care.
I'm not high on Asuka. I don't.
I am, but I don't think that
I
match
like
is going to be
Asuka.
great.
No.
Jared?
So I had WrestleMania 2000. 16.
16. Green one.
I'm confused about this match
McMahon
because
in every corner.
I picked on card. This is a singles match, but that Mania didn't have any singles matches. It's Terry versus the Cat in a cat fight match with Fabulous Moolah and Mae Young in their corners.
I don't know.
But it's just a one-on-one with corners with
Again,
Val
was this a
Venus
pre-show match though?
with Val Venus as the special guest.
Are you sure it wasn't a pre-show match?
I think I remember.
Sure, it wasn't a fever dream.
I don't remember. This
I don't
at
remember
all.
that at
I
all.
remember it being on the pay-per-view. But
I'd rather not remember that.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's probably
Sounds like a
why
Sunday
I
night-
don't remember.
Sounds
It's
like a
probably
Sunday
some-
night heat gimmick. This is an audio podcast. Somebody talk.
That sounds like a velocity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
no,
Velocity.
it's
Velocity. What was the one that was on Saturdays at like midnight? What was that called?
Velocity, yeah. Oh, Shotgun Saturday Night.
Shotgun Saturday Night. Yeah.
That
That
at
might
least
have
had a
been some
gimmick.
like
I never watched that.
in between thing that
I don't remember. I don't remember that at all. But I don't remember that Mania.
so the first match that aired was the tag match with Godfather and D'Lo
Okay.
against Bossman and Bull Buchanan.
Okay. So what's the dark matches?
It didn't say any dark matches.
Okay. Well then. I guess
Preliminary matches. I'm guessing that's what they're.
B
No,
for
that was-
pre-show. Yeah.
Pre-show. Yeah.
I don't remember that match at all.
So the tag match was and then it was the hardcore.
So where does the match that you picked lie?
if you're scrolling
Oh,
It was the fifth match.
Okay. Well
the
then.
match of the night,
whatever.
then
It was after the Hardys and Edge and Christian.
All right, so it's piss break.
So-
Coming down.
bring the
But
crowd.
it
was it
was-
like a
down.
minute long? Was it like a
Bring it way down.
It was a Jerry Lawler Wet Dream match. That's what it was. Cat fight between the Cat and Terry
As his wife. So.
with special
time.
guest Val Venus. The winner of the match was determined by the diva who threw their opponent out onto ringside. Venus, distracted by Mae Young, the Cat threw.
Who cares?
It was, but I don't.
17.
Yeah,
Taz and the APA versus the Right to Censor.
I imagine that would be a
Wow.
bad match.
Yeah. It was bad.
And this was a year after. Oh, a year
No,
and change.
This is X7.
Yeah, a year
This is
and
like
change.
the
after-
Mania.
Yeah.
This is the granddaddy of them all.
But a year before that, at Rumble, Taz debuted. He was so hot, and and then
yeah.
a year later at Mania, he's
And his ankle's undefeated streak.
yeah.
He doesn't because he didn't tap.
WrestleMania 18, I have a friend of the podcast, Maven versus Goldust.
Oh yeah, that's bad. Yeah,
Wow.
And
yeah, I saw that.
Spike Dudley wins.
I'm not gonna show him this part.
It's bad.
Look it up. That's what it
Hey,
says. Maven
yeah.
versus Goldust.
It doesn't matter how. There
Hey,
are
he
a
was on a
million
Mania, we weren't.
wrestlers, and only 1,000 of them have been on WrestleManias. That's still fucking good. Even if you have the worst match, you're still on a WrestleMania.
And he didn't technically lose or win.
Yeah.
Spike Dudley left.
yeah, how
24, well, not 24/7. What do they call it?
hardcore.
Yeah.
Wonderful.
Maven posted a video saying that a fan recently had a sign saying "We want Maven" or something, and he was like in awe. He was like, "That's amazing." I don't. Very cool guy, by the way. If you have a chance to interview him or whatever, do it.
19. There was a 4-way pillow fight.
There's a
I was
theme
going through
with the early 2000s.
going through the thing, and I'm like, yeah, that was god awful. Yeah. I look back on it.
Yeah, early 2000s. The women's matches were they weren't athletes. They were just
They were geared towards
were athletes, they just weren't
14-year-old
wrestlers.
boys.
yeah.
But it was like Stacy and Tori and then like two girls. I don't even remember who the hell they were.
Was it the HLA?
No,
Or
that
the
was on
lesbians?
On Raw. That might have
Wasn't
been
there a match with it's like just a lesbian versus a lesbian? They don't even give them names. It's like the lesbians.
Yeah.
Like the dicks.
Yeah.
Too, wasn't there something like the Bud Light girls too?
That might have been
Yeah.
them.
The Bud Light catfight girls.
Yeah. Yeah, they didn't have names. They were just
Yeah.
We're on 20.
Yeah.
Oh, how could I forget?
Granddaddy of them all.
Goldberg and Brock.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wasn't even a
everybody,
match.
Yeah,
everybody wanted that match. It was hyped
It's
up,
just a crowd reaction.
and then both of them were leaving, so they didn't give a shit. It was Stone Cold as the guest ref.
Yeah,
for
that's
no
the
reason.
biggest example of
and that
just
was
go
the
to work
highlight
for
of the
yourself.
match.
Fuck being under contract and worrying about the company you're working for. Just go work for yourself.
Yeah.
yeah, the crowd hijacked that match.
Yeah.
Everyone knew, yeah.
You don't do that. That's not being a professional. Who cares what the crowd's doing? You still do your shit.
Yeah.
But
Am I at 21?
Those
Yeah.
guys also knew the way Vince is he's very forgiving. So it's like,
Yeah,
he'll
both
have us
came
back.
Both
you
came
know.
back. All three of them. Trish and Christy Hemme.
Oh God,
Yeah.
I forgot Christy Hemme was.
Which is Trish is great. I mean,
Yeah.
Not with Christy Hemme.
no, Christy Hemme can't.
I don't think Christy Hemme knew how to wrestle.
No.
She still doesn't.
Yeah.
22.
You're gonna notice a pattern. I have Tori Wilson versus Candice Michelle.
Damn. Yeah.
I get it. They're
Again,
beautiful.
Candice Michelle, good, but Tori Wilson
They're
doesn't
beautiful
get it
girls, but you need more than that.
doesn't get it done. 23.
Let's
We got nothing more. We got nothing else to say about that. That's what it
Yeah,
is.
it's
let's keep this train
No,
rolling
really.
with Melina versus Ashley.
Oh my god! I didn't know that was a thing.
Yeah,
Melina.
Melina was
was
halfway
good.
decent. Ashley, not so much. And rest in peace. But I mean,
Nope.
And it's not not all their fault because WWE didn't develop them as workers.
Exactly. They
They
didn't
do
have the
just, like,
Dusty Rhodes there. To
You're
fucking
pretty,
teach
just
them.
get out there and look pretty.
Yep.
or
Yep.
or friendly to work with them to make them
Yeah.
viable
And
in ring talent.
the girls, like Trish, said, "No, I want to learn how to do this." And a lot of girls didn't want to, like that Diva Search thing. They didn't even watch wrestling. What was
Yeah.
that one girl on Tough Enough? Was like her favorite match was
Marlena and or it was
it was some random.
Melina versus like Alicia Fox or something like
Yeah,
that.
it was on like a Raw or something.
Yeah.
Like she probably watched one match her whole life.
That was
That was
was
Tough Enough or something.
yeah,
wasn't
that
it?
was Cameron. That's the other Funkadactyl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
The other. You notice
Well.
that? The other, yeah.
But I mean, that's what they
But-
kept getting. Diva Search girls who just want to be on TV.
I mean, Trish and Lita main evented a Raw. So
They worked at it though. Those girls
Well, I
worked.
thought that.
Okay, we say that, but then what else can? Who else can they work with? You only have Trish and Lita at that time, though.
Victoria was there.
Molly Holly.
Later,
Yeah.
after Trish and Lita
Ivory.
had already put in the work,
Well, I thought that,
Ivory
but-
wasn't having matches though.
Molly Holly was still there.
Ivory had a match with China that wasn't good,
Yeah.
and it wasn't all China's fault. It was both of their faults. They were terrible.
I think what you said about Cameron is right, but it was on Tough Enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it was
not
Tough
bad.
Enough.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yeah,
Diva
he
Search.
said Diva Search.
Yeah,
he meant
yeah.
Tough Enough.
24. I was trying to avoid these matches, but I remember it had no point to it, so I was just like, why? Chavo and Kane. ECW title.
Why were you trying to avoid that match?
Because it was 6 seconds.
Remember the bell rings,
Oh.
choke slam, pin.
No, I don't remember.
It was technically a match, but it wasn't. There was no
Yeah.
build up to it. It was just, you're defending your title against Kane, and then he won the title.
That's because back then we had to get an ECW match on the card.
ECW
Um,
title match: Chavo
so-
versus Kane.
Right.
But if you don't want to count that, then second in my head was Finley against JBL.
Really? That was bad.
Belfast Brawl. I don't remember it.
I bet
Probably
they
not
beat the
bad.
hell out of each
Yeah, I don't
other.
think that's bad. I'm not giving that. I'm not giving.
I
that
bet
one.
they threw some potatoes.
I can't see that being bad.
I
All
Okay,
right, 25. I got Matt and Jeff.
What about Big Show and Mayweather?
No, it's not a wrestling match. Matt and Jeff at 25.
Oh, yeah.
How do you have your entire lives to work on a match and you fucking stink it up?
because Jeff was probably high.
don't
I
think
think Matt
so.
was the problem.
Yeah, I think that was the problem.
Matt was the problem in
Was
that
that
match.
Fat Matt, Fat Hardy when he was really out of shape?
It was
and-
I don't
ECW
think
Matt.
so. Yeah.
Oh.
No, it wasn't ECW Matt either though, because he was wearing those stupid jocks with the fucking.
He was wearing tights.
Yeah, the like super tight tights with the. It wasn't V1 either because
It was that
like-
weird new logo.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was like heel
It's
Matt.
right after V1.
No,
It was after Edge.
It's after the Edge and Lita thing,
Oh, so he came back. Okay, yeah.
but after ECW too.
Yeah.
He then
Okay.
went to SmackDown, I assume.
Well, like him and Tatanka were a tag team.
I
like
hate
that
you,
weird,
Jeff Hardy.
That weird thing, like him and
No,
Tatanka
that's
were a
V1.
team.
No, that's V1.
25 is 2009-ish.
Yeah.
This is when he burned the house with Jeff's dog.
Yeah, I hate you, Jeff Hardy. I hate your house.
but-
I hate South Carolina. I hate Zaxby's.
But this was Matt's problem. I don't know what happened.
Did that
Matt was
pop up
issue.
on the side of when he came out for his entrance like V1?
Exactly. Yeah.
Matt Hardy hates Jeff's house.
So 26.
26.
So, poor women. I have the 10 Diva tag team match.
Those matches are shit.
They're
Anything that's going to have 10 tag team or 10 women.
it's awful because
It's just the gimmick to get you
get
on the card.
everybody on the card.
Because honestly, once we get to Andre Battle Royals, we could just put that one on everyone. Because, well, technically those are pre-shows also. So.
There was also a tag match at 24. I know we're past it, but it was.
At least the men get ladder matches, you know?
It had Maria Menounos in it.
No, she was like a guest host or something.
No, it was Beth and Maria against I forget who, but it was a. It was
Yeah,
a
because
tag
that
match.
one
She had a match?
Snooki had a match
Snooki,
too.
yeah.
Oh, God, that's right.
So it was Alicia Fox, Layla, Maurice, Michelle McCool, and Vicky Guerrero beat Beth Phoenix, Eve Torres, Gail Kim, Kelly Kelly, and Mickey James.
So 3 girls that could work.
That match was 3 minutes and 20 seconds. So it's probably everybody spot, just go home. Everyone get their shit in.
And Alicia Fox probably got pinned.
I know Vicky did the most awful frog splash I've ever seen to win. I forget who she did it on.
Oh God, Vicky won. Oh my God.
Well, yeah, that's probably when she was like over.
She was was
fucking
she,
scream
that
and
was
shit.
excuse me. Yeah.
Oh, no, I thought it was like the scream, but I forgot it. Excuse me.
Was she general manager then?
Maybe. Oh, it probably was like a Raw versus SmackDown thing.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
But-
27.
Yeah.
27, I have Michael Cole versus Jerry Lawler. That was awful.
Yeah, that was. Again, that was just a fucking gimmick match. But it was a wrestling match. You have every right to put
Should
it
have
on.
had Lawler win.
Yeah, because Lawler didn't have a Mania moment, did he?
That was
I think that was the point.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he hadn't had a Mania moment in, like his mom had legit died in cold, like said some awful shit about that. I mean, I'm assuming Lawler approved it, but geez, like.
So WrestleMania 28, known as the Cena Rock thing.
Once in a lifetime.
Twice in a lifetime.
I got. I picked Sheamus and Bryan. That was the opening match.
Oh, that's the
Yeah.
18 seconds.
kiss AJ and turn around.
18 seconds.
No,
World
not
heavyweight.
AJ.
Yeah, AJ
Was it
Lee.
AJ?
Yeah,
Lee,
AJ
yeah.
Lee, yeah.
18 seconds for the World Heavyweight title. Turnaround, bro kick.
And it's your opening match. And Brian was the heel.
That's
Yeah.
when NJ was getting
Yeah, Bryan was
with
a heel.
everybody.
Yeah.
She was like with Kane. She was
Is that Sheamus won the Royal Rumble that year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the Royal Rumble winner.
Yep.
Opens WrestleMania with a, what did you say, 16-second match.
Yeah.
We had no faith in you going into it, buddy.
Yeah.
And him and Brian probably could have had a decent match.
Yeah.
Maybe not a
Maybe
5-star.
Maybe now. I was not on the Sheamus train for a very long time. I didn't get it.
Sheamus needs the right opponent.
And the Swagger train. I never got on the Swagger train.
Which that makes me wonder, was maybe Bryan injured, so that's why they did that?
No, because they didn't give a shit about either of them.
So
Brian's too
Yeah.
small. We should have never gave you the belt in the first place. And Sheamus isn't over, but we fucking had him win a Royal Rumble. So
He's
now we gotta do
Hunter's
something.
buddy.
And he won the biggest Royal Rumble, because that was the 40-man.
No, that was Del Rio that won that.
The
yeah,
real
Del
one.
Rio
Oh,
won that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Del Rio.
Okay.
That's the one where he went.
Santino.
That's the one where Del Rio beats Edge and Edge retires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not because
No,
of the
Edge
match.
Edge won, but Edge.
Oh, did he win?
Yeah.
And then he
But
retired.
he retired the next night.
I think Sheamus winning that led to Orton taking it. I could
Probably.
be wrong, but I
Yeah,
think
that
that
sounds
was,
about right.
So again, no faith.
Yeah, really.
Sheamus and Hunter are workout buddies.
Yeah, probably changed directions. They were probably like, oh, we thought this would be it, but who was the? So you said Cena and Rock. That's Cena Rock. You said.
Yeah.
So Rock was champion.
No.
Right? No. Rock was champion the second match.
20. I think
Rock-
28
Rock
was the
beat-
first time.
Oh, okay. Because Rock beat Punk
For
the belt second time.
At Rumble, I think, right?
Yeah, to end his 400-some day, whatever it was. Yeah.
For in 23 days.
Yeah. 28 was the first time. 29 was for the title.
Okay. Oh, speaking of 29, Mark Henry and Ryback.
Oh, God.
I don't remember the match, but I got to tell you,
sounds
it's
like it
bad.
would be awful.
Yeah.
I think Mark Henry won.
Yes. Anybody? I have the winners
He,
first.
he
so-
should.
Yeah.
I mean, Ryback
It
is.
was a hoss match, I'm
the
sure.
fact that Ryback was on Mania is mind-boggling.
That wasn't a Haas match. Ryback doesn't know how to work stiff. I mean,
He
not
does,
purposely, not purposely stiff. He like accidentally stiff.
So, WrestleMania 30. I have another girls' match.
What? 30? Really?
AJ versus Oksana versus Alicia Fox versus
Oksana.
Brie Bella versus Cameron versus Emma versus Eva Marie
Jesus.
versus Layla versus Naomi versus
Get
Natalia
everybody on the card.
versus Nikki Bella versus Rosa Mendez versus Summer Rae versus Tamina.
Is this when everybody comes out to Kid Rock? You remember he did? It's like he does the song and then everybody comes around him. Was it a battle royal or what was it?
No, I think it was a. What do they call it? Like a. Damn, I can't think. What the hell?
Tag team turmoil? Well, no, you gave singles. So.
You're thinking like the one where Santino won in drag?
No, that one's on.
But
That's on one of mine.
But that's what I'm saying, like with the Kid Rock
Oh, it's
thing.
the Vicky Guerrero Invitational match for the WWE Divas Championship,
It's for a fucking belt. Oh my god.
and AJ Lee won. She retained her title.
And you know what happens the next night? Paige comes out.
This is my house.
And wins her debut.
Yeah.
Okay, so at least we went from like the shittiest, like females match to now shit's getting started.
Yeah, because
you know,
the next night AJ was bragging about like I beat everybody.
I'd rather just have. Why not just have AJ and Natalia have a match? Because they could have probably had a good match.
because we're about to start a new Divas Revolution, not what they're calling it at that time, but we're about to start on this, embarking on women really having wrestling matches. So a lot of you are going to get left behind. So let's give you one last fucking highlight on the show, and now let's start with Paige and AJ.
Less than 7 minutes, and there was like 15 girls.
That's funny. Well, let's talk about the next one. I go
31.
I had Sting and Triple H.
that was not a good
It turned-
match.
Yeah, it turned into a lot of
A lot too much
Gaga,
Gaga.
all,
Yeah.
yeah.
all it was
Too
was
much-
WWE putting the final nail in
And Sting
WCW.
couldn't do anything because that was when he had come back from after he had been buckle bombed by Seth.
No, I don't think so.
No, that
Not
was
yet.
before.
Yeah, that was,
Was it
yeah.
before? Okay.
Yeah.
So that was Mania, and
Sting only
then
wrestled like 3 matches, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he comes back night after Survivor Series when they did the whole Authority beats Cena's team and Cena's whatever.
Yeah, he was inside the thing. They were going to
Yeah,
unveil the
they
statue.
were going to unveil the statue
Yeah.
and that he's there.
Yeah.
So then what? Then what comes next? I don't know. Maybe it is after the Buckle
no,
Bomb.
I think the Buckle Bomb was like a random Raw or
Because
something.
No,
So
the
that
Buckle
was a
Bomb. No, that was
pay-per-view.
pay-per-view.
Okay.
Sting doesn't work random Raws. Doesn't even work random Dynamites,
So-
and he's under contract.
I had
The
a feeling
Buckle
that's
Bomb
why they
was
kind
it
of
for
did that
Sting.
because like Sting couldn't do much.
Yeah,
no,
it had to be,
no,
yeah.
the Buckle Bomb.
Buckle
he
Bomb was
literally
it for
couldn't
him.
work.
Yeah, the Buckle Bomb had to be it.
That's
Yeah.
it. 'Cause he didn't work
So
after
you
that.
he goes from beating Hunter, and now he's going to take out the head of the Authority.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
then
Yeah.
he's
So
done.
yeah, you're right.
So I knew it was right around the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Though. Okay.
But this was pretty much WWE putting a nail in WCW's coffin. Like, hey, you're the last guy that we need to bury.
They basically brought him in to get beat.
Yep. And then DX
Which-
versus the NWO
yeah,
with Sting
which is
doesn't make
dumb.
sense.
Because
Sting was never.
Every kid or
Yeah.
anybody
Sting was
who
against
grew
the
up
NWO.
and watched the Monday Night Wars with fucking with vigor and loved this shit. Went, why the fuck is the NWO helping Sting?
I guess I kind of get
Never,
it from,
never in the entire history of the NWO were they helping Sting.
I get it from the
Until he was
WCW
in the Wolfpack, but that
versus
wasn't NWO.
WWE point of view. Because NWO was what DX was. I get that.
NWO is what black people are to Vince McMahon. They're all from WCW. Just put them together.
Yep.
Basically, that's who I have these guys under contract. So
Yeah.
I mean, if you were going to do some kind of group to come out to help Sting,
I didn't watch that shit. I don't know what they were doing.
why wouldn't you have done like the Horseman? Because he was in the Horseman at one time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well,
why
this
do
was
any of
around the
that? Why not
time-
just have Sting and Hunter have a match?
Because it has to have some Gaga, man.
It's
Got
yeah.
to have
Because you got
the
two
Gaga.
55-year-old men wrestling. That's why.
Yeah.
Well, that too.
So 32.
Yeah.
Or yeah, 32.
32.
Rock versus Rowan.
oh yeah, that was. Like,
Oh,
what,
yeah, I remember.
That was like 10 seconds.
Yeah.
But there was no need for that.
There's nothing. No, there's nothing. It's just getting Rock on the card.
So but
And
that
that's
was
his last match, right?
that was also
That's the Rock's last match in WWE.
Yep.
You gotta come back, buddy.
that was
You gotta come back.
but see I thought they were going to set up him and Ronda.
Why bury
'Cause-
Rowan?
It seemed
but-
like that's where they were going to. I'm sure something just happened.
Well, it was
That's
the
why you
why-
got Ronda and
so-
fucking wanking glove Kurt Angle.
I think that was the same Mania where Sean Foley and Austin came out too. That's the Texas.
In Texas, yeah.
So you're getting all these legends on. Why not just have The Rock come out, have somebody interrupt him, and then he rock bottoms and leaves?
Yeah.
Why do you have to have an 18 or 10-second match with Rowan, who
Yeah.
who lays down for one rock bottom? Come on.
Yeah. 33, I have the women's six-pack challenge. Yeah. It's Natalia, Mickey James, Carmella with Ellsworth, Becky Lynch, Alexa, and Noemi. Sounds good until you see that they have 5 minutes and 35 seconds. Right before Roman Reigns and Undertaker.
Yeah, that's a breather.
Between Brock and Goldberg and Roman and Undertaker, 5 minutes and 35 seconds for the women's SmackDown title.
And those girls can work.
If you would have gave them one-on-one matches, yeah. But get everybody on the card.
Yeah.
That's a breather match.
Yep.
That's a get up.
That's
before.
what we don't have 2 nights yet. match.
So yeah, is that? Do you think the 2 nights
Yes.
is worth it?
Yes, I hope they never go back to anything else.
So I have 34. I have Braun Strowman and Nicholas versus Sheamus and Cesaro.
Oh, yeah.
Only because Sheamus and Cesaro were like a dominant tag team.
Yeah,
And
they were a real tag team. They brought like a real team effort.
And they had
back
the
to
belts
tag
for
team
like
division.
7-8 months. They were dominant, and they lose to
Braun
Braun
A
Strowman.
9-year-old who shouldn't have been awake at that point.
Yeah, basically lost to one guy.
Because I went to sleep. I didn't watch it. I was asleep. And then I tuned in. I got on my phone the next morning to see who his partner was, and it was a fucking kid. Oh, who stayed up later than I did.
I just like 20 years from now, how do you explain that to somebody?
I remember watching
How
that.
do you explain Roddy Piper's blackface?
I remember watching that and thinking you have.
How do you
Sheamus
explain
and
someone being
Cesaro.
hung? How do you explain someone being set on fire, blown up? All the things we
Katie
talked
Vick,
about.
yeah. Yeah, I
I
just
don't.
It's entertainment.
you should go
pal.
back and look how many people on the roster were in the back and didn't work that night,
Yeah.
and some 10-year-old kid from the crowd. Yeah,
Yeah. What's LA Knight gonna do?
yeah.
He's in the
He's in the
Memorial
Battle
Battle
Royal.
Royal that's on SmackDown and not WrestleMania.
So he can get that Mania bonus.
Nope.
35. I have Corbin and Angle because it was Angle's last.
It
match,
was.
so
It was
wasn't
shit.
Very good.
It really.
Kurt couldn't do it anymore.
no.
That's not
I
Corbin's
get
fault.
everybody said, oh, it shouldn't have been his last match. That's not. It's a young guy that beat him. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's just not a good match. but
Angle
it
did what
was
he's
whatever.
supposed to do.
And that's, I mean, it was good because he put Corbin over, gives Corbin some
Heat.
but
But I
yeah,
think
like-
the Shield match would have been fine with him with being
right
his last
because
match.
you could disguise his weaknesses. He couldn't really do much, but
Him fanboying as a Shield member, him smiling coming out from the crowd. I was having so much fun, guys. No.
You're supposed to job on the way out your last match.
Yeah.
And it gave Corbin heat, so what it's supposed to do.
Yeah.
That wasn't Corbin's fault.
It was a terrible
no,
match.
no, no.
You're
I'm
right,
not
yeah.
saying
Yeah.
it's Corbin's
No,
fault,
but
it's just-
the fans hated that.
They're
and
supposed to hate Corbin, yeah. But
That's again, yeah. That's starting.
But that's-
Corbin is going to be a heel.
That's not heel heat. That's go away. I hate you heat.
Yeah.
Angle wasn't going to have a good match with anybody at that point.
No.
He was done.
36. I have Goldberg and Braun.
Yeah.
There's a theme. Goldberg.
That's
Well,
empty,
and Braun.
empty arena, right?
Let's just.
That's Thunderdome?
Yes,
Yeah. Let's just go next. There's a theme. Braun and Shane.
Braun.
But I also have that's this 2-nighter. So I also have Orton and Fiend. Remember that?
Oh, the
Oh, the
Jack
stuff
in the
on the
Box
ring.
thing. No, Orton and Fiend. You're thinking of Bray, which was 2 years earlier. You're thinking of
the Jack in the
the
Box.
sperm.
This
Yeah.
was the Jack in the
Oh,
Yeah,
Box.
this
this
is
is
the Jack in the Box with
Alexa.
Alexa, yeah.
Oh, okay.
This was the burying
Fiend's
of
last
the
match
Fiend.
before.
I think so.
Yeah.
Again, this was like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
You give fucking Bray and Randy 5 minutes.
This was Burnt Fiend.
Yeah.
So this was Fiend's
Orton
last
wins
match.
the Rumble.
well,
No.
No, he's not champion.
It was Burnt Fiend that went back to he's healed Fiend because remember part of his entrance when he came out, he walked and he was healed. He wasn't.
Oh, I
burned
do
anymore.
remember that. Yeah.
That was the Fiend's last match in WWE. Because to this day, he still hasn't wrestled as the Fiend.
And now Bray's gone again.
He's. I saw something that said he's hurt.
What was the LA Knight match? Who did he wrestle?
That was Bray. That wasn't the Fiend.
It was?
Yeah.
He wasn't the Fiend. He was just Bray Wyatt.
That was Bray with
Or he
face
was
paint.
whatever that
Oh, that's right. It was face paint.
whatever
That's
that new gimmick is. Yeah,
That's right.
Well, because it was a lights out
and
match.
Uncle Howdy with
No,
the god
pitch
awful.
black.
Or Pitch Black. Yeah,
Get it
sorry.
right. Mountain Dew
Sorry,
as soon as
sorry.
Uncle Howdy with that
Spent a
god
lot of money
awful
on that.
elbow drop that he missed by a mile.
Mountain Dew sponsored that match. Get it right, pal.
Yeah.
38.
Mr. McMahon and Pat McAfee.
That wasn't that bad.
Well, it's not
It
really.
was entertaining. It was yeah, you're right. After
It's
the
not
match was
really a.
after the match
McAfee
was-
McAfee's other match was good.
Which, speaking of McAfee, he's taking a leave.
What do you think till he shows up for a Logan Paul match and
His-
we set up 1 year Logan Paul versus Pat McAfee
Ask-
at WrestleMania
So
40.
Ask Michael Cole how long McAfee's going to be out because he showed up at the Rumble.
Well,
Surprise him.
McAfee is expecting. They're expecting.
What, to be a Mania?
But he did say
Takes 9 fucking months. I think he can make it to Mania.
he did say on his podcast he was taking a leave from WWE.
Well, wouldn't that be what you want to believe, isn't it?
What did Michael Cole say
And-
at the Rumble? I texted him earlier and he said he wasn't going to be here tonight.
Yeah.
He was in California or whatever it
Yeah.
was. And
And the WrestleMania this year is Logan Paul's last match.
Under contract.
Under contract.
Under the original contract that he has.
Under contract.
Philly's lost. Who cares? Aaron Judge, fucking
I
one
heard
hit,
first pitch of the baseball
first
season.
pitch.
He hit like 1,000 feet.
He's
Dead
a beast.
center.
He's
So-
a beast. He hits nothing but dingers.
He's not from this planet.
So we got the official WrestleMania card.
Saturday in my soul. This is the best night. The tag match, Braun and Ricochet.
I think it's going to go in reverse order. I think
I saw
You
something
mean
that
they're
said
gonna-
they're
no,
opening
the
with
bottom is going to be the first match.
Yeah, that's exactly. You think Cena and Theory are opening, and Braun and Ricochet versus
No.
Street Profits, Alpha Academy,
I-
and Viking Raiders
no.
are main eventing?
I think they have them as the focal point,
No.
but I saw a couple
Cena-
reports saying Cena was opening.
No, this is it.
Cena-
This is the official. This is from WWE. This is the official card.
I think Seth and Logan would be a cool main event.
Which is what I said. I said the Fatal 4-Way tag matches were going to open both nights.
Yeah.
I ain't telling you all my picks because we have to do the scorecard yet.
Who cares? I can tell you right now, and I'll change every single fucking answer till then.
What he
I
thinks
never
and
know.
what he wants is
Yeah,
different.
what
Score-
I think and what. Yeah.
Scorecard is more than winners anyway. It's all the other oddball shit that gets
Yeah.
me.
So yeah, we have we start off Braun Strowman and Ricochet versus Street Profits versus Alpha Academy, which this is where Otis probably finally turns for real. Versus Viking Raiders.
And this is number one contender for a title shot?
It
or
is
just
a WrestleMania showcase match.
It's just a
Pre-show.
So it's just a match? Okay. I didn't know if it was for
I
anything.
mean, I don't know.
It's probably going to be pre-show.
So, okay. I didn't know if it was for anything.
I don't know. That's just what it says. It's WrestleMania showcase match.
Street Profits should win.
Did you see the new Street Profit Elites?
Yeah,
They
the
look nice.
the Miami Heat.
Yeah, I like that.
How much longer are they going to... I mean, I like the Profits too, but Montez, you got to get him off of
No,
there.
you don't. Just shut up. Stop being like that.
Why can't it be like New Day where
It
they
doesn't have to be Strike Force. They don't have
They
to.
don't have to split up badly. They can just do like New Day. Like
But
you-
why can't he? Why does he have to split from his team to have a singles run? He's had singles matches while in the tag team and been successful in them, not winning them, but has had good good singles
Yeah,
matches.
the Chamber I think he made to the end. Yeah.
So it's not. He doesn't have to leave the team. They can still then do tag team matches. Well, sometimes I'll tag with you. Sometimes I'll have singles matches. Fucking draft. He'll do fucking singles matches on Raw and tag matches on SmackDown, and then be a fucking commentator on NXT. We'll do it all, bitch.
So
Go for the North American on NXT. Yeah.
you have Dom and Ray.
Hold on, wait. Are we going to predict for that match or no?
I don't care. We're just talking about the matches. It would be good. Put them over. Dominic and Ray. I think that's gonna be
Ray, is it?
I think he's gonna finally pull out all those high flying shit because we've seen like Tom's been a little fucking bitch about high flying shit. Besides his Frog Splash.
I think Dom needs to get away from the Mysterio moveset.
Yeah, but he's supposed to be Lucha.
But he looks awkward doing lucha stuff.
He does. He's too big. He's built like a thicker Brandon Cutler.
Yeah. I
I
said
see him busting out a lot of old school Eddie.
Do you
stuff.
think at
So-
the end
yeah.
Dom takes his mask off and this is Ray's final match?
Oh yeah.
Whether win or lose, doesn't matter. There could be a beatdown at the end, whatever. Dom takes it because it's all been about the mask, you know. Even at the Royal Rumble, remember they beat him up and they took his mask and they couldn't rip it, so he took some other kid's mask from the crowd.
So I sent a picture in the group chat with Dom. It'd be cool to see Dom come out on a low rider.
He's not going to do that as a New
Like-
Day member, though. I'm fucking Judgment Day member. Sorry. He's also not going to do it as a New Day member.
This is more of Dom versus Ray though. It's not really Judgment Day. Like yes, they're a group, but it's
Damian Priest ain't got nothing to do.
he's probably in a Battle Royal, not on Mania.
That's not at Mania.
But I think Ray loses.
I don't think he is in the. It's on SmackDown. It's SmackDown people.
I think Ray loses.
I don't care.
I mean, Dominic.
I mean, he should.
What better way to retire than to lose to your son? It's been.
He doesn't have to retire. We do have to make that clear. There's
I mean,
nothing
yeah.
about the retirement.
It would just be like
That we know of.
We don't know anything.
The Hall of Fame's
I
tomorrow.
don't know shit. I don't know a goddamn
guys-
thing. I am not there.
Do you guys think Dom shows up at the Hall of Fame and like
It'd be perfect.
attacks
Because
him?
he's definitely the main, right?
Ray.
Oh,
Yeah.
right.
I-
Gotta
yeah.
be, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think Dom shows up and attacks him or
Or
Would be a
do
great fucking
or
finish.
does Ray say, "If I can't beat my son, I
or
don't
Dom
belong
says
here"?
that to him like, yeah, put your career on the line or something like that.
Oh yeah. He'll say like something like I want to thank my family and shit, and like Dom just gets up and says, "You never gave a fuck about your family. Fuck you."
You're not my family. Well, no, because he did a promo
Eddie
about
was
Eddie.
my real dad.
He did a promo saying maybe Eddie should have been my dad or something.
yeah.
Conan's putting Ray in, so
Is that official?
that's last I heard. I don't know if
That's
it's
just rumor though.
yeah.
They don't announce that shit anymore.
I
Inducted
mean,
by.
Vicky said she's not performing for AEW until April. So or until
Why the fuck would she put
until
him
her contract's up in June.
in? Why would she
So
put him in?
if they can get Eddie, I don't know.
Who cares? Fucking get Dean if you're gonna get anybody, or get Hoovy, or Psychosis.
Billy-
I think
Billy
Psychosis
Kidman.
Is in, Psychosis is in
So
jail.
now you have
Billy Kidman's not gonna show up because his ex-wife went in the Hall of Fame before he did.
in
He
all
fucking wrestled.
in all honesty, I think now you have the match of the night, Rollins and Paul.
I was gonna get to that and say which one do you think is gonna be match of the night for each night? You think that's gonna be match of the night? You don't think Theory and Cena are gonna put on the clinic?
No,
You don't think Cena can do it anymore?
I don't give a fuck what Cena can do. I think Theory can do whatever the fuck he wants and make anybody look good. I'm calling.
Theory
I'm
better.
sorry. I'm calling Cena and Theory as match of the night.
The only way
I don't
Cena
know.
better win is
I don't
if
give a
it's
fuck about who wins.
if it's like a DQ.
Oh, and you're putting that match of the night over Owens and Sammy versus Usos?
yeah, because it's gonna
You
be
think Seth Rollins and Logan Paul?
in terms of match, yes.
I'm
Because-
on the Logan Paul train.
because-
I'm not saying Logan Paul can't do it. That will be good.
He can,
It's not
yeah.
great.
We've-
It's not going to be.
And
Seth,
Seth-
it's not going to be two people who were birthed from the same vagina and two people who should have been birthed from the same vagina.
But like we've seen,
Which one's Usos?
Exactly.
we've seen Logan against Miz, great worker.
Him and Roman.
Logan against Roman, fucking amazed us.
Logan's good.
I'm not
Imagine
saying it's
Seth.
not going to be great.
Seth is a
But-
great worker.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said from the first. That's why I sent the pictures to you guys and said Saturday is stacked. Every match is
But
good.
I get what you're saying. That Usos and Sammy and Kevin. That's four
That's
great
going
work.
to be match of the
But-
night.
That's
and
gonna
that
be
story,
hard.
that's like
And
a,
I think
a 2-year
Cena and
long
Austin Theory
storyline.
are gonna be good too.
But in terms of match,
Fuck the storyline. It doesn't even need part of that.
I
Just the
think-
match is going to be good.
I think the tag match is going to be second compared to the story that they tell.
I don't know.
Like,
I gotta
does-
agree with
does
Justin.
Jay-
I want you to be honest with your honest opinion when you see those matches.
If they would put Roman and Cody on Saturday, I wouldn't even watch Sunday.
I know that's what I'm saying. Like
Just I
they
wouldn't
did it. They
bother.
did it very smart. They stacked Saturdays because they probably get lower ratings on Saturday because people aren't home. So stack Saturday, so you have to be home to watch every single one of those matches, and then you still got to watch Sunday because you got to see Roman and Cody, right?
So you'll watch all that shit to get to it.
Because I did say that's a lot of filler. I am not going to be happy with that night.
If yeah, you take off that 4-person tag, and put Roman, Cody.
I don't know that 4-way tag might be good too.
And then this,
You got Ricochet. Ricochet doesn't disappoint. You got Ricochet and Street Profits
yeah.
and Viking Raiders who can throw
And
them
Chad
around.
Gable. Chad Gable can
And Chad
work. I
Gable
like
who
Chad
should be
Gable.
world champion. Yeah.
And then you got Braun.
He's going to toss the little guys
Yeah.
around.
So-
That's what he's there for.
So the next match is probably a favor for Becky and Bailey. In all
This is going to
honesty.
be more of This is going to be the entrances.
Yeah.
We're going to want to see them come out one last time.
Well, and
And-
it's
Except it's
also
never one
probably
last
going to be
time.
setting up
That's never one last time.
Trish turning heel.
You think?
They're building.
I
towards
haven't
it.
watched
they're-
the show.
But she's not staying after this. What would be the
Oh,
point?
She's
Who
going to
says?
be around for a little bit.
Her kids are probably old enough that she doesn't have to be
She
there
looks
all the time.
fucking great.
She's supposed
Well,
to do something
but what if
with,
she could just be a mouthpiece? She started out as a mouthpiece, TNA.
Yeah.
Well,
She's supposed to have a
technically.
ta-
Lita started out as
She wasn't a mouthpiece.
She was a
Was
valet.
that say
She was
Rios,
just valid.
wasn't she?
She was just valid. She wasn't a mouthpiece.
But I think this is a favor for Becky and Bailey because
Probably.
obviously we've seen like Becky, Bailey, Sasha. They idolized Trish and Lita growing up.
Oh yeah. No.
Hey, you guys don't want to go to Japan, do you? Because we'll give you Trish and Lita.
Similar to what they did with Owens.
Oh, I think Becky and
Last
Bailey
year.
could have had a hell of a match too.
Yeah, though.
But
I
like,
like this. I think this is great. I think this gets damage control on. It's not just the focus of Becky and Bailey.
I think it's going to be the.
I like Dakota and Io too. So,
But
I'm
again,
good
I
with
think
it.
it's just like
It's gonna be a
an
piss break.
entrance. Yeah, it's an entrance. The match, I don't think it's going to be like. So, it's going to be good. I don't think it's going to be something you're going
Anything
to
else, yeah.
remember and want to see every move. What do they do? The story they're telling. It's more of nostalgia.
So the
That-
reason,
yeah.
It's Austin versus
yeah,
Owens.
Yeah.
Was the match great? No, but it was nostalgia to see Austin.
and Owens' favorite
Yeah.
growing up, But the reason I say the match I'm sure will be okay, but
What?
the tag match,
Oh, so we're at Usos and Sami Zayn
Yeah.
and Owens.
yeah. But I think
We
there,
should call them the Canucks. Just call them
I think the
Oh,
issue
no, sorry. No, they would not like that. Canadians. Montreal.
they're gonna have you wondering if the Usos
Canucks
are
of
gonna
Vancouver.
are gonna fight each other.
How about El Generico KO?
That's good. Did you read that somewhere?
No,
That's
I just thought of
good.
that.
That's
I
good.
just thought of that.
That's real
I mean,
good.
WWE will never call him
No,
that, but
of course not. But that's good.
Usos great. Owens and Zayn great, but I
You're
think
crazy.
they're
You're fucking crazy.
we got new tag champs. I'm calling it.
That I don't care about. I don't care who wins and loses. I just want to watch good matches.
I have high hopes for Charlotte and Rhea, but I think it's going to disappoint.
I think that tag match, those four would have a good match in their sleep. You don't think? Yeah.
But now let's talk about what we haven't talked about yet. Charlotte and Rhea. I feel like it's like the sleeper match.
Rhea has to win, right?
I feel like people aren't talking about this match.
Well,
They're booing Charlotte and cheering Rhea.
Well, because Charlotte
you said
sucks.
what was it?
And Charlotte's supposed to be the face.
35. It was them in Thunderdome
Yeah, 36.
36. Yeah.
or 36.
36.
And you said
That was
like,
when Charlotte challenged her for the NXT title. Yeah.
Yeah,
and you said that was like your favorite match of
It was
the
good.
whole show.
Yeah.
And that was without a crowd. Now you got a crowd to work to like
But
feed off.
we've
of.
changed.
But the roles
it's
are
not the
reversed.
same, and it's not the same story. That story was, you're coming back. You think I'm the easy target. I'm going to show you how easy of a target this is. That I'm going to fucking put you to work. Because that was the thing. Okay, I'm not going to go after Raw or SmackDown. I'm coming down to NXT because that's the easier target for me to win a belt.
they need to just
Also,
Oh,
that's
no,
when-
no, I
that's
get
when
that.
that's when Rhea came out in the fucking Vegeta. Yeah, that was cool. They never made a fucking figure of that.
And Rhea was
they
sort
should
of
have.
they
Probably,
copyright.
yeah.
at that time. Rhea was sort of the young up and comer. Now,
Yeah.
what is it? 4 years later, she's the more.
They need to stop with the Charlotte shit though. They really do. They've tried
Yeah,
anything. The fans don't like her.
She's supposed to be the face, and no one gives a shit.
If Judgment Day doesn't come out with wins for all three matches, what do they do with them? They're just jobber team now. They've made them look good up until now. They keep being a force, all that shit. But if you lose all three big matches,
yeah, now you're not.
And I think-
You're not a dominant group now.
Rhea and Charlotte are really the only ones that don't have a solid story.
it's really weird.
Like Finn and Edge have a story. Dom
That
and Ray have a
feud's
story.
been going a while. Ray is just, I won the Rumble, I challenged Charlotte. That's basically it.
Well, no, and it was to avenge because didn't she lose to Charlotte?
Right. Yes. I'm coming.
So,
You came for me. Now I'm coming for you. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So that's
And
kind of their story.
Is this finally Rhea's big moment?
I would hope so.
Oh, I
hope
really
it
hope
That's,
so.
that's the key word. Hope.
Yeah.
well,
Yeah,
I
they
mean,
seem to love Charlotte. They freaking love her.
Well, and I was thinking about that too. You just touched on the fans probably hate Charlotte because how many fucking times does she go away, comes back, and handed the belt right away?
She actually just got handed the belt when she came back.
She
again.
really did.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But like,
Like-
if you think of some of them other times, like I think there was like once or twice with her and Sasha. Like Charlotte was out like with an injury or something, came back and title match right away. Like, well, what the fuck about all these other girls that have been here for weeks on end? You could have her like have a couple matches, earn her way to it. No, well, get out there,
And-
putting the belt on you.
And then you have Theory and Cena.
I think that's gonna be really good.
So, my thinking
Good.
is...
Way to go. Not my theory.
Damn it, I missed it. My thinking here is Cena pulls out the OG Cena.
Like
Thugonomics.
ruthless. Oh, okay. I
Thugonomics.
was gonna say like
Because he showed up as Thugonomics against Elias, right? But that was like just an entrance thing more than anything.
Yeah.
But this is Cena's... we're assuming Cena's final...
and it's also what he did with his U.S. title.
Yes.
Did he ever really go away from Thugonomics though? I mean, what's the difference between Thugonomics and Chain Gang and then Cum Towel?
I think Theory's
NWO.
I think Theory's in trouble because it's going to be Peacemaker that shows up.
I don't know what that is.
DC comic thing.
Yeah, I've seen the videos. I've never watched it.
This is a big match for Theory either way, win or lose.
I think Theory wins, and the next is he on Raw?
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter anymore. But
I think someone shows up. Maybe Cardona. I think I've changed my mind to think somebody comes in and challenges Cody right away. I think somebody comes in. I think Theory has an amazing match and proves that he is the top fucking dog. Because if he loses, it's done. Theory, you have nothing left.
I think Theory wins, and I think he wins it with a combo move. I think he does A-Town down and then does the AA to him and beats Cena with his own move.
I don't know what A-Town Down is. So.
It's kind of like
His finisher.
the attitude.
So
Into the knee.
he has him up.
Oh,
turns
that's the
him and drops the
fucking.
knee.
That's a burning hammer with the knee.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. I didn't know that's what he calls it.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know names of moves anymore.
But I think win or lose, this will help Theory. It'll prove.
no, not lose.
He's
Lose
gotta
will
win.
fucking die. Lose Theory dies. What does he say? What? Okay, so he loses. Where does he go from here? What does he say?
I think Triple H does a hard reset on the Money in the Bank.
Well, that's in what, July?
June, July. So that gives you a month or two.
That's in
That's in
London?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be great for all this to win that, huh? Wouldn't it? Wouldn't it?
All right. So night 2,
He's selling that hard.
lackluster. Lackluster compared to night 1, but I will say
I don't like the women's tag match because everything feels thrown together. Why is Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green a team? Wasn't Chelsea Green and Carmella?
That's
doing
what I
shit?
said. They were like the Karens or something. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't know.
Natalia and Shotzi is weird.
They're just thrown together.
They're thrown together because of Ronda and
Rousey and Shayna makes sense.
That makes sense
And then Liv and Raquel.
because they were both on NXT. No, they weren't even on NXT together.
No,
I'm
it's
thinking
just
Mandy.
Get everybody on the card.
Yeah, so
Just
throw
throw
together
people
teams.
together.
that
I
shit.
think Sonya and Chelsea are together because like they both have a thing like with Adam Pearce like disrespecting them like
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I know Chelsea was doing that. So Sonya's also doing that.
yeah. But well, remember for the longest time like every week
It's
like,
just
she's
a
like,
setup
oh,
for
why I
Shayna
I
and
couldn't tell you
Ronda
last.
to
Yeah.
win.
Oh, you know the last time I watched SmackDown, Bray's return. That was October.
And then there's a piss break.
Brock and Omos. I weigh 410 pounds.
They had on Raw that Brock could knock him off his feet.
Brock, rumors going
This
around.
might as well be Body Slam Challenge, $15,000.
There's rumors going around Brock is only
don't
contracted
care
till
about rumors.
Mania. But I don't
We
think.
don't deal in rumors and
But
innuendo.
I don't think this is his last match. Not against
Jesus
Omos.
Christ. Then which one would have a worse last match, Rock or Brock? I'd say Brock.
Brock.
At least that makes Rock's last match with fucking, what's his name?
Rowan.
Better Rowan, yeah.
Yeah, this can't be Brock's last match. There's no way Omos wins that.
He
Hell in
might
a
win
Cell.
it, but it doesn't mean it's Brock's last.
Hell in a Cell. Edge and Finn.
I think this is an entrance match.
Brood.
I think it's going to be a good match. I think.
Brood against Demon.
They're gonna protect Edge. He's done too much since he's been back. He's got to chill. Somebody's got to tell him to chill. I get that he takes breaks in between, which is good, smart.
Yeah.
He's not fucking taking a cell bump. I don't think Finn is either. So like, I
can't
don't
wrestle
think it's gonna
full time
be-
anymore.
I think it's gonna be a wrestling match inside of a Hell in a Cell. You know what I mean? I think the entrances are gonna be really cool.
So
Yeah.
we will most likely see Gangrel.
It's rumored that Gangrel is being, and that Tony Khan has given permission for Christian to go ahead and do a Brood entrance.
I don't have high hopes for Christian,
I don't either,
but Gangrel,
neither did Vince.
we've
Well, Vince ain't in charge anymore.
we've seen before that Gangrel was reached out to for Edge's original Brood entrance.
Get that
But-
face off of my television.
But
I
at the
like
time,
Edge. Who's that other guy?
At the time, though, I think
He's ugly.
Gangrel was doing something for AEW. But yeah, this is going to be a cool to see.
I'm not even super into the next match.
We haven't seen Demon in how long?
That's what Edge wants him to bring the demon to WrestleMania.
But either way,
Rabble, rabble.
this has to end this feud and
fuck
storyline. No more.
Omos.
You got to get Edge away.
Judgment Day's got to move on to other people. Yeah. Jeez.
But again, if Finn loses,
So do we think Finn comes out as Demon right away, or do
yeah,
we
but a
think,
purple and black demon to go
Yeah.
with Judgment Day.
or I was going to say, or do you think the match is kind of going lights out and then Demon's in the ring?
How
think
would he
that would
get
take
all
a lot
that
of
paint?
time.
Yeah, he
would
takes a
have
lot of time to
That
do
would
that.
take a
No,
lot of
that's not gonna
time.
happen.
Yeah, this ain't the Thunderdome.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. No, I just think he's gonna do it, but do it in a Judgment Day way. He's not gonna do the crawl. He's just gonna unleash the demon, but it's gonna be purple and black for the judge. That's their colors, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I think it's just gonna be a Judgment Day version of the demon.
Or does he bring the Prince?
Prince is dead.
Prince Devitt.
Prince is dead.
He has Prince on his tights.
Prince is dead. No, he has the Prince with the X on it. Prince is dead.
Does he bring Prince back?
Oh, there is no Prince.
I'm excited for the IC match.
He's not a Prince. His name is Prince.
Does Jay White show up?
Not at WrestleMania.
On Raw.
Jay White could also win Money in the Bank.
To help-
Oh no, he's from New Zealand.
to help
Sorry,
Finn?
all those people are the same.
No.
Bullet Club?
No, it's
No.
not. It's
Two different eras?
It's Judgment Day against Edge. It's
I think if you bring in Jay White, you should bring him in as a face. Because not enough people are going to know him.
I thought you were going to have him go after Cody. That was your...
Yeah, I'm done with that. I'm done
Okay.
with anybody going after Cody.
He's moved on. Okay.
Yeah, I don't like that idea now. I think Cody needs to get established, so he needs to start wrestling some. I think Orton needs to come back. I really think SummerSlam. I know I'm looking way ahead, but I really think SummerSlam needs to be Orton and Cody, because you keep talking about story, ending my story, finishing my story. Well, you were you said it on Raw about or SmackDown, whatever it was.
You gotta finish
to
your
Solo.
legacy.
I was the young guy with the veteran, so he talked about being Orton's lackey.
That makes sense.
You
Tie up the
gotta
loose ends.
now I'm the fucking champion, and I'm putting you in your place. Finish
You
the
got to
story.
turn Orton.
Yeah.
Orton.
That's his whole thing. Finish the story. Well, finish the fucking
I'm
story.
excited for the IC match.
Bring back Ted
We've-
DiBiase and beat him.
And then Wade Barrett. So Orton.
Stephen Amell.
Okay, so Orton at SummerSlam, Wade Barrett at Survivor Series, Stephen Amell
And then all this.
At the Rumble.
at Rumble, and then Damian Sandow at
You
WrestleMania.
gotta throw all this in there.
No, that wasn't WWE. We're talking about his
No, I know.
WWE story. He can
so-
be on fucking Backlash or something.
So Gunther and Sheamus have had banger after banger after banger. Now you add Drew in there.
I don't like three-way matches with these type of guys.
Sheamus wins
Someone
because it
needs to
protects Gunther.
sell. This is just going to be people not selling.
Sheamus is gonna pin Drew.
It's going to be a last man standing match because these three guys would beat the
that's-
holy
that's
hell out of
my
each
I
other.
agree with that. I
Yeah,
think it's going to be.
that's-
I think it's Sheamus's time to shine. Not shine, just
They've-
give him his
he's-
final fucking.
He's
goodbye.
never had the IC.
Yeah, this could be his
And-
final. Hey,
and
I'm wrapping up, man.
This is Gunther's push. Gunther and Cody.
Oh yeah, so
Let
that could
Gunther
be
go
the
after
next
Cody.
night. That could be you lost your IC, but you didn't get pinned because he pins Drew.
mean-
That could be I fucking took you to your limit at Royal Rumble. You got the best of me. Now let's see what you can do with me.
I'd love to see that match.
60-minute Iron
they
Man.
they literally put on a match in the Rumble.
60-minute Iron Man match. Just
that
them
was
two.
that was what 20 minutes, just them two.
And
in the
they'll
Rumble?
never do an Iron Man match in WWE again.
Cody could conquer the monster. Yeah.
Nope. Put the belt on Walter. Cody's had it long enough.
Bianca
What
and
did it mean? He's had it long enough already.
Who said he said Cody's winning the belt? Who said Cody's winning the belt?
what if the whole thing, the long term plan, is The Rock went beating him in
What
Philly?
if this is how he turns heel and fucking dyes his hair black again for a week for some fucking reason?
Bianca versus Asuka.
Don't care. It's piss bait.
Bianca's
Shit
kind of
break.
lost
I
steam.
think Asuka.
I don't care.
Bianca's lost steam. I'm
You
not
can't
a
even
fan
say
of
shit break
Asuka.
now because you can watch it on your phone while you're taking a shit.
Yeah, it's true.
No, Brock Lesnar was the shit break. And then you have Roman
No,
and
that
Cody.
match isn't gonna be long enough.
That's huge.
That better not be long enough.
Roman and Cody.
That's 30 minutes.
So we've seen
For each entrance.
That's 11:30 to midnight.
Justin and I were talking. We've seen the photos of that custom belt
It's
that was
just
made.
a custom belt. It doesn't have the WWE logo anywhere on it. It's
If you
not a
look on the
WWE belt.
center, it has Cody's logo. And somebody else pointed out it'd be a cool thing if you change out the center plate
would be
rather
cool.
than the side plates.
But then you're putting over the wrestler, not the company. So then you're that wrestler champion, not the company's champion.
Now,
I don't like
WWE
that.
would never go for
Yeah,
that.
I don't like it. I like the belt. It looks cool as your custom belt.
If you want to keep it for home, yes.
Yeah.
But WWE's
Now-
not going to let him go out on TV every week.
if Cody wins, what belt does he bring back or debut?
Hopefully,
He said-
whichever one holds up his pants, because that's what belts do, buddy.
He said he wanted the belt that his dad had, but he wasn't talking about big gold. For some reason, he really likes the winged eagle.
I was gonna
His
say
dad never
Wrestling-
had any belts in
Definitely
WWE.
never held that. He might have touched it once.
When he was giving it to Hogan,
He branded a Hogan in the back.
He keeps saying the belt that his dad built the legacy around, or something like that. But
his
it's
dad never had any belts in WWE.
he had the big gold.
NWA.
Yeah, he had the big gold belt, but
Not in WWE, though. He had that.
no, but it's a WWE belt now. I've also seen things saying Triple H approved the design. I don't know, but it's look. I'm getting tired of seeing these belts. The WWE Unified, Undisputed,
Yeah.
Universal, whatever.
We'll see what happens. But I don't know, man. There's a little bit of me The same amount of me that thought Sami Zayn could actually win is the same amount of me that thinks Roman Reigns could also win. Maybe there's a little bit more, because tell me that when Brock pinned Undertaker, the shock and awe that came through that entire stadium wouldn't be the same shock and awe when fucking Roman Reigns pins him 1, 2, 3.
Mm-hmm.
The fucking finger goes up. The bloodline closes out Mania, and Cody's left in a pool of his own blood. He doesn't bleed. In a pool of his own blood. And then I couldn't do it. Maybe I'm not good enough for this company. Maybe I need to go home because I'm just a fat piece of shit.
So
Vader, sorry.
So, the draft apparently is happening after Mania. Again, if
What's
you do
the
a
point?
draft, you guys split the belts up. How do you do that? Because there's been talks saying USA and Fox both want a champion, but they want their own champions.
Well, yeah, and it only makes sense.
I don't know.
So
It made perfect sense for Roman to hold both belts.
But-
this reign.
I don't like these belts. I don't like these belts. They look bland compared to what I'm used to.
Yeah, but it's about the WWE, and that's what the logo is.
Fucking Blue Universal.
Big WWE title.
Like the Rocks was okay. Like the new Rocks.
So you think the red was better?
No, I don't like them.
So I got a question for everybody then. Not to get off topic of the belts, but do any of the Usos turn? Does Jay?
There's a thought that
I
we didn't
saw-
really touch on that. There is
Does
a
he?
thought that
Do they
Jay-
turn, make him lose the belts, or do they lose the belts and then turn?
I think
And then do they factor into the Roman match?
so. I
To
think
Solo and Jimmy beat the living fuck out of Sammy, handcuff Kevin, and the last thing is for Jay to do it, finish him off, and
Yeah.
he doesn't do it.
Give him
So-
a chair or
And
something.
then he just picks him up, puts him over himself, lets him pin him 1, 2, 3, and walks away from the family.
if you want to do long-term storytelling, Jay was the one that was struggling to join the bloodline. Remember, he was the one fighting Roman.
Yeah,
Then he was also the one that
So-
didn't want Sammy there. He fought Sammy the
But-
hardest. I don't want him in here.
But when he went, remember when him and Jay were in the ring, he went out to Sammy. Fan theories, he was whispering something to Sammy. They haven't really touched each other.
maybe he said, "I'm sorry, I love you."
Besides the super kick, they haven't really touched. So what if he's just playing the bloodline, and then really it's him against Jimmy, and then it's Jay against Roman, and
Fake beatdowns are a very touchy thing in pro wrestling because now you're faking a fake thing. It's really fucking weird.
do you get Jay and Roman for the
Well,
titles?
I said my theory was that like they lose and Jimmy turns on Jay. He's like,
Yeah. Oh,
you know,
really?
yeah. Like
Because it was Jay last time, right?
like you're kind of like the weak link, you know. I mean, like
Jay is the Well, no, he didn't turn. Jay.
No, I mean, when Roman first did this, it was him and Jay. Because Jimmy was her, right? Main
Yep.
event Jay,
Yep,
yeah.
yep,
So
yep.
and
So-
then Jimmy came back to save him.
Or does Solo just turn on?
Save the family. He's the one that glued them.
Right,
He
right,
said,
right,
"No,
yeah.
we need to be a unit." Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Solo has been the outcast. He's been Roman's lackey. Does he show up and just? Does he cost Roman the title?
No,
No, I
not
think,
Solo.
I think Solo's gonna
Solo
stay
needs to
heavy
stay
for a
heel.
little while.
Yeah,
But still doesn't really talk, so what would he do on his own?
yeah. He needs to stay a heel.
Cody
He needs-
ended
he
his
needs to-
undefeated streak.
And nobody cared.
No.
Who Solo's wrestled like 3 matches.
He wrestled in
Which,
NXT.
like, I mean, I
Oh,
guess
yeah.
because Theory having the U.S. belt and
Barely wrestled in NXT.
being good with
Yeah.
it. Like I always thought it was weird. Like you never had Roman like say like, okay, Solo, your marching orders is to get the U.S. belt or Intercontinental. Like you know we have I have these,
like the Horseman,
that.
where it's okay.
Yeah, yeah,
Everybody's got to have something.
right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of excited for Mania. Night 1 more than anything.
Yeah.
Night 2 for the main event. I'm excited to see Cody's entrance because that's always. I mean, that was big when he debuted last year.
Maybe Roman comes out to
Does Cena come out with a special entrance? Probably.
Well, I think the two girls matches are probably going to have some kind of special entrances. You
That's
You
what I'm
choke.
excited for Mania was the entrances. It's always like
Some of them.
Triple H always had a
It's like
cool
watching
entrance.
Super Bowl for the commercials.
Yeah. So this weekend is jam packed with wrestling.
I actually thought about it too. This whole week is nothing but wrestling. You had Raw
Every week is
Monday.
Nothing but wrestling if you try hard enough.
Tuesday was NXT.
Ask
Last night
my
was
girlfriend.
AEW. Tonight is Impact. And then tomorrow night-
OSW debuted a new show on YouTube Sunday. Fuck, I'll put him
And
over.
then what? Supercard of Honors
Friday.
Friday.
There's
And you have
so-
SmackDown.
So Friday is
And Hall of Fame.
Friday Ring of Honor, SmackDown, and Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Saturday is NXT Stand and Deliver and Mania Night 1.
And maybe Dynamite. Or what's the other one?
Rampage.
Rampage, because now baseball started, so they get kicked.
Oh yeah,
All the time.
Rampage is Friday too. Jesus fuck.
If
And the
it's not-
basketball
if it's not
playoffs will be
Saturday.
coming on. So
Yeah,
that'll
they're
get
going to
kicked
get kicked around a lot.
off. And the Westminster Dog Kennel
And
Show.
then-
That's
And then there's also GCW is doing a thing this
The World
weekend.
Open, Tennis Open. whatever.
They're doing the Indie Hall of Fame. Excalibur was announced for it.
Well, the indie god should be there then.
Wow.
Cardona.
Mania weekend is always a fun weekend. There's always a ton to do. I wish they'd bring back All Access.
I gotta say, this show, recording this, it's Thursday. I'll fucking let the cat out of the bag. It got me a little more excited than I was even earlier today when the card got announced.
And we were talking about worst Mania matches.
I was kind of like, fuck, I don't know, man. I'm not excited. But actually talking about it, getting everything out there, talking about theories, talking about
Austin Theory.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Mania. This is the first Mania under Triple H, so we'll see how it goes. I didn't do this at the beginning.
I'm the
but
game. I get to call the matches. You're gonna job to me. I'm gonna walk out as champion and pin Cody Rhodes in the middle of the ring.
But I'm going to have a last minute change there, pal, because
Yep.
I'm Vince McMahon and I'm secretly still
Yeah,
writing
Vince-
Probably,
shit.
yeah, we know that.
Vince will be there.
Come on, there's
Yeah.
no fucking way he's not. You're not hiding that shit. Text messages exist. Like, you can fucking FaceTime him the whole time. This doesn't matter.
Yeah. I didn't say this at the beginning, but huge thank you to our sponsors for 2023, Nitro Bar, Rise Up Nutrition, and Say Cheese. We are a big sponsor of AXW, American Excellence Wrestling. Kevin Kelly is doing great things with wrestling here in PA. Also, be on the lookout for us attending more Three Legacy Wrestling shows because we attended one of Ricardo's shows last month, or earlier this month, I guess. It was great. Great turnout.
Last month, if this posts on Saturday.
Yes.
I
It was
must
great.
say, that crowd was hot
Yeah.
at Three Legacies. They were really
mean-
into that show. They were.
Between Three Legacies, AXW, PPW, PA Wrestling is getting hot, man. We have yet to attend PPW, but I'd like to at some point. I'd also like to go to the Sanctuary. Heard great things. CCW. Speaking of CCW, May 20th, they're going to be at the York Revolution Stadium. Marty Skrull and Eric Redbeard will be there. So I'm excited for that. But before that, April 29th is AXW in Hamburg. Honor Autism Acceptance. It's a big show. We've always been a big part of that. We have
great calls.
we have special shirts on our store. I will try to remember to post that in the description. We might also have some for sale at the show. But we always participate. We'll have something for the raffle there. Touched on the May show. June. Not
And just
sure.
go enjoy wrestling.
Yeah, Mania weekend. Watch the Hall of Fame. Watch Mania. Let us know what you think. See you
Can't
next-
find something to watch? Watch it on YouTube.
Yeah. See you next week.
Later.